So this car was designed in 1978 and actually built in 1981. It was a collaboration between Peugeot, Renault and Volvo on the engine, which is a 2.8 V6. Lotus had a big hand in making this car. The chassis, some of the steering components, some of the suspension. I've owned the car now for 7 years, 3 years being totally original. Giorgetto Giugiaro was the guy that actually designed the car. I'm not giving it away here, but Lotus Esprit was one of his main cars that he designed.
When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
My name is Mark Elliott and I own a 1981 DeLorean time machine. I run car shows, and 2 years into running a car show, a DeLorean turned up and I was just in awe of it. I had to go and speak to the owner and say, it is my dream car and I want to buy one, but I don't know where to start. And he went, funny you say that, I've just imported one over and we're going to rebuild it over the next 18 months. The next day I went to see it and it literally was like a barn find, non-runner, but the actual body and the interior were mint condition. They wanted a project car to actually take apart, put right everything that wasn't quite right at the start of the manufacture process and literally have a fully working car. And I managed to pick it up 18 months later. It was a fantastic day because I never thought I'd be able to own one. For 3 years I ran it as a stock car and went to many shows with it. And then I started to put a little few bits and pieces from Back to the Future in it, the flux capacitor, the Nike mags and the hoverboard, and everyone just seemed to be attracted to the car through the Back to the Future link. Then COVID hit, no car shows of course, and I thought because of everyone's interest I've got to try and convert this car. I actually wanted to build something that was real and all the parts are actually real. The real hoses, real cables, everything else is aluminium, ultra strong, all that attention to detail, counting the holes and where all the parts go, you know, it was part of my passion to try and get this car as accurate as I could. The back flux spans, they took about 3 months on their own just to make those because they're phenomenally complex to bend a 3D tube around a car. It sounds simple, but it's not if you want the correct dimensions. The drive itself is really good. I don't know why people slate the DeLorean for its handling because it is a really nice, comfortable car to drive. It's not the fastest, of course, but it's great fun and I just get an immense buzz from the car. Every time you take it out, you get excited about driving it. If you wind the clock back to 1985 and Marty was sitting on that line waiting to catch the lightning and the car went bleh. That's exactly as a DeLorean really is. It's just a surprise if you get there. Yeah. So no, they're not reliable. They do need a lot of spanner time. I think in this car we've put about 5,000 man hours in it now. It's amazing how many different stories there are out there, especially about John DeLorean himself, the creator. His idea was to build an ethical sports car that would last over 25 years and would be cheap to run. He hadn't really got the money, he hadn't got a factory, hadn't got parts, he'd got nothing except a sketch on the back of a piece of paper, but he went from that and in 28 months built the factory, 3,000 workers. What John DeLorean did in that 28 months was incredible. You couldn't do it today. Taking it anywhere, you get a lot of attention, yes. You get cars following you. There's people that have been waiting at bus stops, run over while I'm filling up, miss their bus. Grown men crying because they're seeing their most iconic movie car of all time right in front of them. I wouldn't change it for the world. I can't really think of another car that I could be more passionate about.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine? What, a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style?